made this video for you guys starting last year when I started building this pole barn, and I thought some of you other sawmill users would get a kick out of how I was using it. Probably not the safest way to use the mill, but if you're careful, it allows me to cut these small 6 and 8 inch pine poles down into something I can use for rafters. It also allows me to cut, I don't know what the exact max length is, but it's definitely over 20 feet, 22 feet, and goes pretty quick. You can make a pile of rafters in a hurry. You can see I just put a log on the deck, start cutting it like normal until I got it at a pretty good table and a bit of a fence that you can use. Then just roll or position your log on there that you want to use. Once you got it on the table, you just spin it until the straightest edge is down. It's sitting up against the fence. A little bit of shimming once in a while, but it sits there pretty good, pretty tight. Then you can just move the saw into the log slowly. And trim it off. Now you can see I kind of hold the one end to stabilize it, but it pretty much just sits there the whole time. When you get to the far end, that's when the trouble is. You can kind of bounce around or the blade will pull it a little bit. And when you're maxing out the length, you really don't want it to hit the trip, so it flips to a vertical cut. But once you do it a bit, you get the hang of it. It goes pretty slick. At least I think so, for utilizing all this smaller pine rails that we had after the pine beetle killed them. Either that or they go to firewood, and I'm pretty happy to use them as rafters. If you stay and watch the rest of the video, I'll show you the build part. See my pile of rafters all ready to go. So here you can see how we're using these rafters. We're building a couple pole barns here on my place, and that upper log, the upper beam log there's a flat. You can't quite see that it's cut on another bigger mill, and it's set at the pitch, the roof pitch. So the flat spot that we milled on those rafters, they match up really nice. You can lag bolt them down to that. A lot of random lengths, but once they're all up, it's easy enough to trim them to the ideal overhang. That's the nice thing about milling them the way I did. You get lots of length and a little bit of more room to position them where they sit best on the roof. This is what the finished product looks like. Ready to start storing stuff in here, waiting for snow. Yeah, you can see we put the cut end down and the straight edge is up. Pretty happy with the way it looks, and end up with an extremely flat roof for the tin to sit on. Not a lot of humps and bumps to deal with. There's the second barn, well on its way to being finished. This one, the center bay is a little wider, so I can get in there with a tractor and the 20-foot lumber. Anyways, hope you guys like that video. I think it's a great way to use all this smaller dimensional poles if you got them. Good luck.